Before getting to this video, let's get a movie cut.
May I help you?
We'll be asking the questions, old man. Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
I'm not blind, you blind.
That is what I just said.
You just said what?
I did not say what. I said you.
That's what I'm asking you.
And you is answering.
Shut up. You.
Yes?
Not you, him. What's your name?
Me.
Yes, you.
I am me.
He's me. And I'm you.
And I'm about to whoop your old ass, man, because I'm sick of playing games. You, me.
As you have seen, this excerpt is from very famous series of movies, Rush Hour, with two main characters, Carter and DCT Plea. And we can be sure that such a famous movie would be able to make a basic grammatical mistake like
You.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
I'm not blind, you blind.
and of course, because it is not a grammatical error, and that is the author's intention when using black peoples in English in film, and in other words, it is African American Vernacular English, or AAVE. African American Vernacular English, which may also be referred to as Ebonics, is a group of dialects of English that developed among African American communities in the United States. Because of the expressive and innovative nature of the dialects, they are very influential and they are the source of many slang expressions and idioms that are used in general American English and even international English. Yet, despite the fact that English speakers borrow their favorite pieces of AAVE, there's still a persistent belief that its speakers speak bad English or broken English as though they are constantly making mistakes when they speak. But any linguist will tell you that not language work. AAVE is not a broken standard English. It's simply not standard English. It's something else. Enslaved African people were first brought to what is now the United States in 1690, and over the next 2 centuries, hundreds of thousands were more brought over. Similar to the development of English by Creole languages in the Caribbean, AAVE differs from the contact between speakers of West African languages and the English-speaking slave masters as well as indentured servants from Great Britain and Ireland. But while AAVE has some Creole-like features, it's much closer to standard English than Caribbean Creole are. One theory suggests that it arose as a result of the slave learning the dialectal English spoken by the indentured servants, who were poor and oftentimes not proficient in standard English. Another theory suggests that it developed as a Creole language but then converted with standard English through a process of decreolization. The more accepted theory is the first one, but there were probably also some Creole influence from the slaves brought to the US from the Caribbean. With Black Americans living as a larger separate community first under slavery and under segregation, it makes sense that they could develop their own enduring dialects, and it also makes sense that they could develop their own in-group expressions and idioms that were difficult for hostile outsiders to understand. As is typically the case with non-standard of the language, AAVE exists on the continuum with standard English, and people mix the two of them to varying degrees depending on the situation, the socio-economic status, and the perception of the dialect. It's also true that there are variations within AAVE based on region and generation, but are described some typical features that are unquestionably a part of it.
People often associate AAVE with its slang, especially words and expressions that have crossed over into other variety of English, often through music and other media. Words like this, which is short for disrespect, beef meaning a conflict, squash meaning to put an end to something, cosign meaning to vouch for someone, give props meaning to give praise or recognition to someone, and lots of other expressions like that. But this kind of slang is not representative of AAVE. Slang by its very nature is always changing. The vast majority of vocabulary is standard English vocabulary, even though sometimes words are used slightly differently, either in form or in meaning. The core of AAVE is really its grammar and its phonology. Let's examine its grammar. Verbs. There's a lot of little differences in how verbs are used. First, E's and R are often left out.
She over there.
That's before a phrase showing location.
You a funny dude.
That's before a noun phrase.
They kinda crazy.
Here, it's left out before an adjective. They're also left out before the present progressive ing.
He don't know what he talking about.
Note that E's and R are the only forms of to be that are dropped. Arm is not left out, and neither are on the past tense form, was and were, or be. Also, isn't and aren't can be dropped at the end of a sentence.
I don't know what it is.
The basic rule is that they can only be dropped in AAVE in the same context, in which they can become contraction in standard English. Habitual be. There is context in which speaker of AAVE use be when is or are would be used in standard English. For example,
We be working 24/7.
be has a special purpose when used like this. It indicates habitual action. This sentence is also possible,
We working.
but that's just mean working right now, rather than habitual working over an extended period of time. Another example.
He always be telling people what to do.
So you can see that the use of be is not a random choice or mistake. It's systematic and is grammatically correct according to the rules of AAVE. Like a person-number agreement. Before we saw the sentences,
He don't know what he talking about.
this part, he don't, might have stood out to you as different. Verb conjugations are generally flattened so that they are the same regardless of person and number.
They was acting crazy.
They was rather than they were. In the present tense, this usually means that the third person singular form doesn't have an s.
Yeah, he work at the shop down the street.
He work rather than he works. That's the basic pattern most of the time. Completive or perfective done. The word done is frequently used as an aspect marker, showing that an action has been completed.
You know you done messed up, right?
This is often interpreted as referring to an action completed in a very recent past, but that's not necessarily the case. It could be further back in the past, but using done gives the feeling that the situation after the action is different than the situation before it.
He done woke up the whole neighborhood.
Negation. The negative in AAVE is frequently expressed with "ain", though not in own context. With a verb in the simple present tense, don't is used rather than "ain". He doesn't live here anymore.
He don't live here no more.
In the present continuous, "ain" is you.
Man, I ain't even trying to hear all that.
This is like saying, I have no interest in hearing what you're saying. Notice that "ain" often blends in with the word around it. In the past tense, it's you, I didn't say anything.
I ain't say nothing.
It's also you with the present tense. I haven't said anything.
I ain't said nothing.
By the way, notice that there is a specific difference in the verb tense between I ain't say and I ain't said. Those are the random variations. You might have also noticed that anymore and anything are replaced with a negative counterpart, resulting in a double negative. Possessive. Possession in AAVE tends to be shown by syntax with the apostrophe s ending deleted. For example,
Yeah, I was at my dad's house.
noted that the word dad has no apostrophe s ending, but it's clear that dad is the one who possesses the house because dad come right before house in the sentences. For possessive adjective in the third person, subject pronouns are used.
They was looking for their friends.
Notice that they appear twice, once as the subject and again as a possessor. But again, we know the second one is possessive because it appears right before the noun friends. Now, let's see how AAVE is portrayed in movies. In particular, we will look into how AAVE features are used in Rush Hour and Straight Outta Compton.
Rush Hour is a 1998 American action comedy film directed by Brett Ratner and starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. The movie follows the story of a loyal and dedicated Hong Kong inspector named Lee.
What's up, my nigga?
Who teams up with a reckless and loudmouth LAPD detective named James Carter
I'm Detective Carter. Do you speak any English? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
to rescue the Chinese consul's kidnapped daughter while trying to arrest a dangerous crime lord along the way. Straight Outta Compton is a 2015 American biographical drama film directed by Felix Gary Gray, depicting the rise and fall of the hip-hop group NWA and its members. The movie is set in Compton, California, in the mid-1980s and followed the story of how the group NWA rose to fame and become one of the most influential rap groups in history. In Rush Hour, AAVE is predominantly used for humor.
Y'all.
Y'all. Y'all. Man, you sound like a karate movie. Y'all.
Yo.
Especially through the character of Detective James Carter, Chris Tucker.
I didn't say nothing about no soul food. I said you got some better food. I don't want that greasy shit. How you gonna sell a big box of grease?
I'm no punk bitch.
I ain't no punk bitch neither.
I'm no
I'll
punk
come back there and
bitch.
knock that head off your chin.
Carter's exaggerated speech patterns, slang, and idiomatic expression are played for comedic effect. The humor arises from linguistic misunderstandings,
Who died, Lee?
You.
Detective you?
Not you. You.
Who?
You.
Who?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, man.
cultural classes, and Carter's flamboyant personality.
I will slap you if you don't move this car.
Bitch, you know.
I'ma slap you.
Bitch, you know.
I'ma slap you.
Using AAVE as a comedic device to entertain the audience. In the scenes in the movie when Carter says,
Now why'd you say it was a bomb?
No, you said that.
No, you said it.
You said that in the hotel room.
I said she was the bomb.
She was the bomb?
his meaning is gorgeous girl, but Lee cannot find out due to the miscommunication arising from cultural and linguistic differences. Carter's use of the phrase
She was the bomb.
to express that someone is a gorgeous girl might be a play on words or an idiom familiar to him. This serves as a source of humor in storytelling, as it reflects a diverse ways people communicate and interpret expressions. In Rush Hour, a significant portrayal of cultural interactions emerged through an interaction between Detective James Carter and street vendors in Los Angeles. In this scene,
How you doing? Come here a lot? It's a nice place.
Take us through the aisle.
it embodies a cultural adaptation and connection within the urban landscape. Carter's choice of language, starting with the greeting,
How you doing?
instantly establishes a sense of camaraderie and familiarity, using colloquial AAVE as a bridge to connect. This interaction is profound in its depiction of cultural navigation. Carter's fluency in AAVE allows him to seamlessly integrate into the setting, showcasing an inherent understanding of the language nuances and communication styles prevalent within the urban community. The choice of words like
Clive! What's up, man?
contributes to a sense of camaraderie and casualness, breaking down potential barriers and establishing an immediate sense of rapport. Furthermore, it showcases how language, specifically AAVE, serves not just as a means of communication, but as a cultural connector. The choice to employ AAVE in this scenario highlights the richness of this dialect, demonstrating its capacity to facilitate meaningful cultural interaction by creating an atmosphere of approachability, connection and understanding within a specific cultural milieu. In the context of Straight Outta Compton, a significant moment unfolds during a recording session among the NWA members, exemplifying the authenticity of African American Vernacular English (AAVE) within their interactions.
Well, there goes the talent, Dre.
Shut the up, B.
I'm saying, how the we supposed to make a record label and hit records and we ain't got no talent? I mean, you said hold up my side of the deal. You said put some money up. So it's time for you to deliver.
Captures a deeper essence of the organic use of AAVE within their creative process. Beyond mere words, easy, natural, and unrehearsed use of AAVE signifies a seamless integration of language into their daily interactions and artistic endeavors. It showcases how AAVE isn't just a linguistic choice, but a genuine representation of their cultural expression and social identity.
Why don't you do this shit, E? Nah, for real, get in there on the mic. You ain't got shit to lose. It's your money. You paying for it.
No, I can't, because I'm not a rapper. There's your rapper.
I'm in a group already, man. Jinx and them would trip on me if I do anything.
Look, I understand that you want to keep throwing your life away with Jinx in the backyard boogie band or whatever, but I'm the Barry Cordy of the So whenever y'all figure out what y'all want to do, just let me know.
Come on, man. Look, the song is about you. E, easy E, I'm telling you. Come on, man. You the only one with a 6'4". You got a 6'4"?
I don't have a car.
You got a 6'4"?
I got a po Porsche, man.
Come on, man.
You ain't doing nothing.
In this setting, AAVE isn't forced or thrift. Instead, it flows naturally within their conversation, emphasizing the organic and unfiltered nature of their language. This authenticity portrayal of AAVE illustrates its inherent presence within their social circle, underscoring its role as a cultural connector and a vehicle for genuine communication among the group members. In the context of Straight Outta Compton, the lyrics of NWA songs, notably lines like
Here's a little something about a nigga like me. Never should have been let out the penitentiary. Ice Cube would like to say that I'm a crazy motherfucker from around the way. Since I was a youth, I smoked weed out. Now I'm the motherfucker that you read about. Taking a life for two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like how I'm living? Well, fuck you. This is a game, and I'm in it. My man Dre fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, you're toothless. And then you say, God damn, they ruthless. Everywhere we go, they say, damn. Ice Cube fucking up the program. And then you realize we don't care. We don't just say no. We too busy saying yeah about drinking straight out the 8 bottle. Do I look like a motherfucking role model to a kid looking up to me? Life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Cause I'm the type of nigga that's built to last. If you fuck with me, I'll put my foot in your ass. I don't give a fuck cause I'll keep going. Yo, what the fuck are they yelling?
These lyrics, intricately intertwined with African American Vernacular English (AAVE), stand as a vivid reflection of their cultural roots and societal realities. Beyond being mere words, their choice of language in the lyrics authentically mirrors the group's experiences, struggles, and unfiltered recollection of growing up in Compton. AAVE, within this musical expression, becomes a powerful conduit for articulating their cultural identity, channeling the essence of their life's experiences and social context. This deliberate linguistic inclusion, steeped in AAVE, resonates with a genuine portrayal of their cultural heritage and a testament to the strength embedded within their identity. Through AAVE-infused lyrics, NWA crafts a narrative that intimately connects with their audience, portraying the raw and unvarnished truth of their community while fostering a profound sense of cultural belonging and resonance. In summary, delving into African American Vernacular English AAVE features in movies is a crucial step towards authentic representation. Recognizing the linguistic nuances of AAVE enriches storytelling, offering a more accurate portrayal of African American culture. By incorporating these features, filmmakers not only enhance the cinematic experience but also contribute to breaking down stereotypes and promoting cultural understanding. Embracing the diversity of language in movies becomes a powerful means to foster inclusivity and appreciation, ultimately shaping a more authentic and representative narrative in the world of cinema.